If you've ever found yourself at the end of the interview where they throw to you and ask you what questions you've got for the panel, and you either draw a blank or just ask, frankly, those really awful questions that everyone else asks, then this is for you. I want to teach you my 3-step framework, which is so simple. Anyone could use it to craft a question. And if you craft your question in this way, I guarantee you that you will set yourself apart from the competition. You'll differentiate yourself. You'll reinforce your motivation. You'll show them why they should pick you over someone else. And so, to dive straight in, the 3-step framework, or the 3 elements that a question must have in order to have impact, is the first, it must show off your knowledge. So whatever you choose to ask, it needs to show off the research that you've done, your unique thinking, your special abilities. It must demonstrate that in some way. I'll explain it more in context shortly. The second thing that it must do is it must get them thinking. So it can't be an easy question to answer. It's not a simple yes or no. It is going to be a question that makes the panel members sit back in their seat a bit and think, I'm not sure. And think deeply and engage you in a response. It's going to start a conversation. The right question will get them talking, and it'll provide another opportunity for you to continue engaging with them. And the third element, and this is probably the most important part, but it needs to be framed in a way that makes them think about you in the role. They need to see you in the role in their mind's eye. Behavioral economics shows us that if we can't picture a person solving our problems for us, then we're less likely to give them our problem to solve. It makes sense. So they must see you in their mind's eye in the role. So to bring that all together, a great way to find a question is to pick at a problem. What are the opportunities that you see? What are the problems that they face? How can you, number one, show off what you know about that? So here's what I've learned, here's what I've thought about, here's the things that I'm thinking about in your context. Number two, it invites them to engage in a discussion and is a question that isn't easy for them to answer. So I've been thinking about this topic. I've been thinking about how I can add value. Here are my thoughts, but I don't know. I don't work here. What suggestions have you got? And thirdly, it gets them seeing you in the role. So not only asking what suggestions have you got, but more importantly, how can I in this role help you solve that, fix that, capitalize on the problem, whatever it is. 3-step framework, remember.